When lawyers evaluate a case, they do not simply recite memorized statutes. Instead, they rely on a specific formula to take a chaotic dispute and lock it into a logically sound argument. Over the next 5 minutes, you are going to learn this formula, the IRAC method. Together, we will use it to write a complete legal analysis of a real property dispute from 1936. To get the most out of this, I want you to actively participate. Open a blank digital document on your screen, or grab a physical notebook and a pen right now. Legal mastery is about proving you can structure logic step by step. That is exactly what we are going to do with your blank page. First, we need to understand the concept of a tort. A tort is a civil injury that is actionable by a private individual. It is completely separate from criminal law, dealing strictly with one citizen harming another. Look at this historical photograph of a woman and her black foxes. This is the Hollywood Silver Fox Farm, the center of our case study, the 1936 lawsuit between the farm and a man named Emmett. The conflict started when Emmett, a neighboring landowner, intentionally and maliciously fired guns near the property boundary to disrupt the farm's daily operations. The severe noise from the gunfire terrified the foxes. As a direct result, they stopped breeding, causing a significant economic loss to their livelihood. This scenario presents a classic legal problem. One citizen caused clear financial harm to another, and the farm owners need a structured argument to demand justice in court. Let's start writing. Step 1 of our formula is I, which stands for issue. The issue is a single core question the court needs to answer to resolve the dispute. Type in I and write this exact question. Did Emmett's behavior constitute an actionable tort against the Silver Fox Farm? Step 2 is R for rule. Warning, keep this purely theoretical. Type R and write the literal definition of a tort. We keep the facts out because the rule acts as our universal measuring stick. If you mix the specific facts of the case into the rule itself, the logic of your entire argument breaks down. Step 3 is A for application. This is the hardest part of the process, and it is where lawyers earn their money. You must prove exactly how the specific facts of the case fit into that universal rule. Visually map this out. Put the green rule on the left and Emmett's actions on the right. Connect wrongful behavior to Emmett firing guns. Connect causes loss to the foxes not breeding. Type in A and synthesize those connections into a single sentence. We have reached the final step. Step 4 is C for conclusion. Your conclusion must directly answer the original I question from step 1, and it must state the specific legal remedy. Type a C and dictate the final verdict. Emmett committed a tort, and the farm is entitled to financial damages. This reveals the ultimate equation of tort law. An actionable private wrong directly equals a strict demand for financial compensation. Stop writing. Take a look at the document you just created. Those 4 distinct sentences you wrote are now merging together to form a dense, structurally perfect paragraph. You just successfully drafted a professional-grade legal brief for a historical property dispute, using 0 prior legal experience. Now take this framework out of the courtroom. The next time you encounter a complex news debate or a workplace dispute, run it through the IRAC method. Logic is the ultimate tool for cutting through the noise, and now you know how to structure it.